Nobody owes your dream an audience, but you owe your life an honest attempt. That's what I sat with today, Rona. That's what I've been sitting with over the past week, bro. Yeah, we are back, guys. We are back, people. You know, it is unbelievable to be back on the YouTube channel again to speak to the students of this great, institution. And I hope, of course, of the broader South Africa and hopefully the world one day. But I think that is the truth that I want to sit with today, that the world doesn't owe you an audience just because you decided to chase your dreams. Yeah. We've got Ronan in the building today.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello.
Trying to get him to join us. I've been trying to get him to join us.
He's been pushing, ladies and gentlemen. He has been pushing. Once again, we are live at UCT's Upper Campus, and Cops invited me for a podcast session. And I'm truly excited to be part of it.
Appreciate you. I appreciate you, my bro. So obviously, Signal Hill was on Friday. And for those of you who don't know, I decided to hit Waruna with another iconic YGWN experience. Of course, you can't appreciate how many we've done, but, in many ways, I was so kind of appreciative that you gave me the time of day. And, just at the beginning, bro, what were you thinking about? Like, what were you expecting the experience to be?
So, just to start off now, I barely know Cops. Literally met a week or two ago. And it was literally here at this very place.
Literally here, bro. Literally, that's
crazy. We shot a very quick 30-minute podcast just to test things out. First time meeting him, by the way. And so he had invited me for this experience, right? He calls it an experience, and I think it doesn't fall any short of that description, Signal Hill was absolutely immaculate.
It was,
Nothing could have prepared me for that.
That was unbelievable.
I cannot lie.
That was unbelievable.
Various things just came into play, and they made this really fantastic thing. Like, people need to experience that.
Sure.
I can't describe it in words, ladies and gentlemen. But we did talk briefly about it during the experience to be like, just what's in your mind, what's going on, and a lot of things. But most of what I would say was the defining moment for me was when the sun had just dipped below the horizon, and the city lights by Camps Bay just lit up, and what a sight! You know, it really. I think you said this. You said it makes you feel like you're alive. Being in Cape Town just makes you feel like you're alive. And that was the moment for me. So dude, an incredible experience. Based off of that one experience, I can't lie, I would really like another one. It's truly amazing. It's truly amazing.
My brother says he wants another one. And for me, I must say it was I think what I always like about experience, because of course I've been to those spots so many times in my life. And so I think I always love to I think a lot of people get to beautiful spots, but they don't know how to kind of make it into a story. And I think that's what I tried to do for you on Friday was kind of, anchor it into a story, because I think beauty at that magnitude, and, just the sheer nature that just hits you in the face,
dude,
can sometimes be very overwhelming. So I think for me, just shaping the experience was what I wanted to do. And I actually am a very open guy, and so that's why one of the reasons why I wanted to have this podcast is because I wanted to officially kind of tell you my business idea.
Okay. I think, do the audience
the audience don't know my business idea.
So all of us are finding out.
Guys, this is my business idea, guys. This is my business idea. And I don't believe in gatekeeping.
Yes,
I don't believe in gatekeeping because I know, number one, how difficult execution actually is.
Yes.
Number two, if you actually succeed and win, let's collaborate.
Let's collaborate.
Let's collaborate.
At the end of the day, ideas are just ideas.
Exactly. So I'm thinking, so obviously we've been doing YGWN now, 5 years now. The problem that we have is that, of course, we haven't systematized it, right? So I was thinking that we create a system whereby we get funneled in, where we create experiences just like the one we had for many students. Essentially those are paid experiences, and it could be people in engineering, it could be people in the sciences, it could be people anywhere, and essentially we filter those people, and then we kind of build different and unique experiences across Cape Town, and hopefully eventually across the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that excites you. That excites me. It's very unique. I must say that it's something very unique. And I think with the community at the very heart of this. That's what would make it really special.
Exactly.
Guys, once again, views are views. At the end of the day, you can't gatekeep views.
Exactly.
But anchoring it to a story like Kopano is saying is something I've never seen anything like it. I've never really experienced anything like it. It had a very personal element to it as well. I think that's where your uniqueness comes in, because as much as we're watching the exact same view, you're watching the same sunset, same beautiful views, each and every person experiences it differently.
100%. Yeah.
And that's the magic, man. That is the magic of.
Sure.
I believe in it.
Yeah.
I believe in it.
And I think I'm also, because we obviously recorded a podcast there. Unfortunately, we can't post the podcast, guys, because a lot of copyright, audio in there. So that's why we can't post it, unfortunately. But I think one of the things that I loved about the pod when I listened to it back is how almost like you could see how you just kind of relaxed as the time went on, because we recorded for like an hour and 30 minutes, I think it was, which is like
30 minutes, I can't lie.
Which is like crazy,
Yes.
And I think for me, like, just having seen you just kind of into this almost different state,
just break out of my shell,
and I want to understand, like, where has that Waruna been the whole time? Or is this because I guess I don't know you, to be fair?
I'd beg to differ. I'd say even my closest friends have never really seen me like fully come out of my shell.
Yeah.
And I suppose that's just human nature, You don't tend to like expose yourself like that. You don't know what people will think of your true self and stuff like that. But when you're in that moment, it sort of forces you to just let go.
Yeah.
Let go of those small voices in your head that just tell you, no, don't say that, or do this, act in this kind of way, and you're just free, dude.
Yeah.
I think that freedom is really beautiful. And more people need to literally come out of their shells and be honest with themselves. Just be yourself, because again, no one can be you more than you.
Sure.
And I think that's your superpower, literally being yourself.
Yes.
So
literally.
I guess that has always been there, but sometimes you just need to probe it and really, just so that you can come out of your shell. And an experience like that helped me do so. That's someone like, dude, I want a gun for that again. it's like being, okay, I can't say like being high or drunk on camera. Like, you can. I can. It's literally like that. You just come out of your shell.
No, it's fascinating. And I think for me, definitely, I mean, one of the more interesting moments for me was when after the sun had set and it was like that second surprise. And when we went over to kind of the other side where you just see the whole of the city and all of the lights. And I think for me, because I'm an experienced guy, right? And I think when I saw the silence that hit you, I was like, let me just give this guy his space now.
Yes.
Because I think you needed your space. And, what were you experiencing in that moment, man?
I think I ended up making a small little video from it, right? Like just me recording for my future self, I suppose. But then I ended up posting it online, like on Instagram. You can literally check it out. But what was going on in my mind was literally possibility, dude.
Sure.
Possibility, potential, what could be, what can be, what will be. I think Cape Town city life is really something else. Watching it from a vantage point sort of puts things into perspective for you, And I think for me, it's more so on the electrifying Africa side of things. And it inspired something in me, dude, to just be like, nah, you being true to yourself, keep chasing the vision. Keep chasing the vision. And what was so profound for me was that when I did share that, like my thoughts on Instagram and, other social media platforms, people resonated with it. They were like, oh, dude, I have the exact same ambitions, That's the reason why I'm pursuing, engineering, or I'm pursuing investment banking, that sort of thing. It's so that one day I can use my skills, knowledge, talents in order for me to uplift this entire continent. You'd be surprised how many people would rally behind such a cause. And that for me, man, that was just juice, man.
Sure.
It's juice, guys. I don't know if you guys know what juice is. It's that stuff that makes you wake up in the morning, that just keeps you going, cops. And that side, it's an incredible side.
No, it
really
truly
sparks
is.
something.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the thing, I think, look, we didn't necessarily end it the way we usually do, but...
How do you usually end?
So usually there's like this anthem that we play at the end, and it's almost like this moment of just complete silence between kind of the people that are there.
Yes.
And that anthem is supposed to take you into that journey, but I think the lights did it for you.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Exactly.
I think everything happened the way they were supposed to.
Exactly. And I think I just remain so grateful for that experience. And honestly, that's literally what I want to do, for the rest of my life, is just how do you curate experiences where I don't necessarily like dictate to you what you should do or how you should feel or how much you should spend. I dictate to you just I kind of unalive something inside of you, or try and just reawaken something. But the thing is that I don't get to define that,
Yes,
I don't get to define how you see the experience, but I just try to create the container for you to have the freedom to feel whatever you want to feel.
Spot on, dude. Spot on, because that's literally while I was reflecting actually on the experience, I was like, what about the experience enabled me to just come out of my shell? And it's actually facilitating that freedom to be like, just be yourself.
Yeah.
Just be yourself.
100%. So that's the main thing about how we curate some of the experiences I want to do. Okay. And that's the main part of my business. I'm trying to now create the business. And so kind of my top of funnel, which is I'm going to have a poster that says 5 years of university experience.
Yes.
Ask me anything. Okay. And then I'm going to talk to random students on campus. So I'm building my canvas right now. And I'm going to have this canvas. And then every single day, I'm still going to try and figure out a time. But maybe I'll do like 11 to 12 every day. And I'll be at Sarah Bartman. And I'm going to just wait for students to see if they can come and ask me a question about anything. And then from there, I'll obviously give them a call to say, by the way, I also host crazy experiences. And so if you're trying to come through, let me know. Yeah, and then the business starts. Then it starts,
man. Then it starts. That's where the magic starts.
Exactly.
The experiences really come into play. And
Exactly. I mean, another thing that's also been on my mind though is just I think for me, obviously, I think one of the big parts of the experience for me, because it still moved me. It's not like I've been there so many times. God still, you see something different. You never get to every single experience. Just like every sunset is so unique. You will never see the same sunset again.
No two sunsets are the same.
And never. And the thing is that for me, when I was in that moment, I think I just recognized the harsh, sobering reality that again, just like the quote at the beginning, you will never truly. Your audience doesn't necessarily have to show up because you're chasing your dreams.
Oh, yes.
And I think that sobering reality, because I've been doing it for such a long time, is what I want to just tell the students today, is that, the big thing is that I think all of us have big aspirations to achieve mighty success in the world.
All UCT students have a dream one day.
You have a dream. Whether your dream is in line with my values or not, doesn't matter. The fact is that we all see ourselves in very big positions, whatever that means, and even it's as beautiful as, leading your own household one day, or as complex and as,
The only thing matters is the dream is yours.
Yes, exactly. But I think the sobering reality is that in the end, the audience is almost like this bell-shaped curve, whereby you kind of
explain what you mean.
So like you live your life, and let's say the success does come, and you get all of this audience, and everybody's watching you.
Yes.
But in the end, when you lay down in your coffin, it's only you. And so you only do it for yourself in the end, and that's why I always believe in living in honesty, because I think when you decide to live in honesty, what actually then happens is that you actually decide to live in line with what you want.
Your identity.
And your identity and what you actually want. Because I mean, you can't lie to yourself.
At the end of the day,
you can't lie to yourself.
Ultimately, at the end of the day,
and by the way, you'll know, hey, if you lie to me, I don't know.
Even if you lie to yourself, but why would you do that to yourself? Because ultimately, you're gonna be in the grave alone.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna be in the grave alone. So if you don't chase your dreams, come on, say it for the women.
You gotta chase them, guys. You gotta chase them, guys. So I think that's kind of really been my food for thought that I want to leave with kind of the students today, is that like I think this part of the semester is particularly difficult because very fatigued, and obviously a very pressurized time of the semester. You're heading into exams now.
People are gassed.
People are so gassed, bro. What? But every single day, the decision to still place a brick onto the Colosseum that will one day be your dream, I think is so important. I mean, right now the views on my Instagram is like they're dipping now, and like, but that was never the point. I don't care about the views. I just care about just churning out videos day after day, providing content, providing value day after day, because for me, that's the most important thing.
Correct.
And so, yeah, I think the real lesson that I'm just going to kind of just get across today is that I think in the end, you are the last person in your theater. Truly you are.
You're the one to be close in the curtain.
Yeah. That's the side.
It really puts it into perspective. Because I remember while we were outside, Cops has this thing, guys.
Cops has this thing is crazy, guys.
I think if you watch his content enough times, you'll come to realize he tends to say, another day. Another day. And while we were outside, he said the exact same thing to me. And what popped into my mind, I was like, why does he always say like another day? I was like, you know what? The only thing that you have in control is literally your effort. So day in, day out, like he's saying, just put one brick to build that Coliseum. What it looks like, look, man, disregard what's happening, what outputs you're getting. Focus on the inputs, focus on the efforts, focus on things you have control over. Like he's saying, views are going to dip at some point.
Yes, they always do. They always do. It's a lottery.
Don't pay attention to none of that, dude. Just on the effort, keep cranking.
100%.
And wow, man, one day you will witness the mighty Coliseum you've built.
Indeed. And I think that's the thing, you know, and I think, and I also think that, you know, and this may be a bit of a harsh one, but also the decision to actually chase your dreams. Because I think also, you know, for me, what I've also realized is that I think I do struggle like everybody else in certain aspects of my life, whether relationship, health, whatever, you know. But I think also, instead of us adding more things to our life, I think it's about subtracting things from our life and making a decision to commit to whatever it is. Like if you genuinely want a better body, which I'm currently working on, you know, if you genuinely, I'm there, guys, guys, one day, I'm gonna be like this, bro. What? One day, you know. And I think what I'm realizing is that, like, even when you're developing as an individual, you've got to make the decision to commit to whatever it is, at least for a prolonged period of time, at least 2 to 5 years.
2 to 5 years.
To truly commit and truly say, you know what, I've given this thing a real shot. And I think what you find out as you grind through that thing is how much it reveals to you, how much it carries you, but also more and so how much it also gives to you in ways that directly you wouldn't expect. So for instance, I was carrying YGWN through the psychiatric hospitals. You know, when I was in the psychiatric hospitals, I was still posting to the community.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was still posting to the community. And I mean, I even have this message. I've got to read this out for the people.
Please do.
I even have this message that I wrote. So basically, they said to us that. So this was during a time that. This was during a time that. Oh shucks, sorry, 1 second, guys.
One day you gotta give us a backstory.
Yeah, so this was during the time where, you know, the Zaza, you know, had a little bit of a chain on me, and so I decided to just create. So I had to go into psychiatric hospital because I was in psychosis. The Zaza had me, guys. And this is another reminder to not do drugs. Don't do drugs, bro.
That's a
you know?
positiveness.
Yeah. Don't do drugs, guys. Don't do drugs. Not because drugs are bad, but because drugs are so good, it doesn't make sense to stop. But anyways, so I wrote this in my head when I was kind of in the psychiatric hospital, and I said, I feel frustrated as this process has not helped me in the way I thought. All I know is that this is part of the YGWN story, and that I will own some of the greatest nightclubs in the world. People will never understand the suffering you must endure to become the best. But God says I must suffer, and so I will. # YGWN. And so I wrote that on a note, thinking to myself that, you know what, you know, and this was in 2022. 2023. And it's like, you know, these days of like the psychiatric hospitals, the in and out, the days where your parents didn't believe, you know, and even if it doesn't necessarily accumulate to what I believed in when I graduated, when I leave UCT eventually, I think I would have had a body of work that would have been true to who I was. And it wasn't that the whole point in the end.
being honest with yourself once again.
Yeah.
Okay, dude. You know, I like it. These are the days, guys. These are literally days.
They truly are the days. And I think if you just take a step back from that realization, recognizing that these sacred days of you actually molding yourself, building yourself, whether it's the car you want, the house, the wealth, you had to become that person.
Yes.
You couldn't just get it. You know what I mean?
That's not how it works, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, and I hope a lot of people really just come to realize that. Listen, man, one day you'll come to realize that. Listen, these slow, boring days where all you have is literally potential.
Sure.
I mean, for me personally, not to take away from experience, but you know, like I'm a big believer in the youth of this continent, and I believe that one day we will make this continent great. And so, for a lot of people, it won't click immediately. That, you know what, in 50 years' time, 50 years will have passed. Time goes by, guys. It's not gonna stop, you know. But at some point, you will come to realize, looking back, that I used to be 20. All we had was literally potential, dreams and aspirations. But look at us today, you know. Look at this continent today. Look at YGWN, what it has become. And it's stories like these, dude. Stories like these that really lay the foundation for what's going to be a mighty community one day. So, dude, shout out, keep going. And the audience is right behind you, man.
Look, I appreciate all the people, man. And, you know, again, I think, you know, the final message is just to say that, you know, in the end, you know, we want to provide value. We want to kind of give back to the people that were kind of, you know, they're still navigating this great institution. And we're still navigating life. You know, there's still a long way for us to still go.
Guys,
you know,
all of us are going through this.
All of us are still figuring it out, man. Even your parents that are 57 are still figuring it out at 57. They've never been 57 before. They're still figuring it out right now.
It's such a crazy thing too.
It is crazy. It's crazy to think about.
My parents should know everything.
No, they don't.
No.
So but no. So yeah, guys. Really just want to say appreciate. Obviously, remember, bro, we want you to come through as many times as you can to the pod, and we really do appreciate you. But yeah, you know, if you are trying to join the YGWN community, guys, be sure to hit us with a DPWM in the comments below. And as always, for the love of God, my people,
there it is.
Chase your dreams. Don't play with me. Like and subscribe, my people. Peace.
Awesome.